Hey, Amanda, how's it going?
It's going well, Charlene. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. So we're back at it July 5th, 16th today. And let me introduce myself. My name is Charlene Williams. I am a real estate broker currently with Royal LePage Signature, and the lovely Amanda is with us. Please introduce yourself.
Yeah, my name is Amanda Pivar, and I'm a mortgage agent with Mortgage Connection, which is part of the Dominion Lending Group. And excited to be here with you, Charlene.
Excellent, excellent. So the Bank of Canada made their announcement yesterday.
Hmm.
The rate has been unchanged, and I believe I heard someone say this is the sixth time in a row.
Yes, correct. It is the sixth time that we have not seen Bank of Canada make a change, and I don't think that was a surprise to anybody. I would have been more surprised if they had made a change. The economy, it's picked up for the first time in a year. They're seeing steady and promising growth with the economy, and they're expecting inflation to kind of mellow itself out to their normal projections of seeing it around that 2% mark. But they didn't move it because there's so many things globally that are happening that really could affect how our market and how, the bond yields and a lot of different things play out over the next few months. So they also too, they go on their vacation. August, they are off for the month. So I think leaving it the same was the perfect way to kind of bring us into the second part of summer and also maybe even build some buyer stability because that was another big thing was they are seeing the economy pick up. Jobs have increased. People are actually working and slowly spending money again. And that could be a really good sign for our real estate market.
Well, that sounds like, I mean, we know what's going on in the world in terms of tariffs and Kuzma that are they're supposed to be dealing with that in this coming month, I believe.
Yeah.
And, everyone's talking about it, the Strait of Hormuz, whether it's open or closed, that has an impact on not just gas prices, but everything else like food and manufacturing and
Yes.
everything else. So we are kind of stuck in a limbo when it comes to whether it's open or closed and how we move forward with that.
Exactly. And I think with all the uncertainty, it's not the time to increase rates, it's not the time to decrease. It's time for something to at least be sustainable in people's life, and that's rates right now.
Right. So what are we telling our um first time buyer clients? Like, for example, like I would say for me, there's a lot of opportunity there, and I can point out the opportunities. We've had condos on the market for a long time, but also, um, this is the first time I've seen condos for under 400,000.
Yes, I was actually having this phone call this morning with somebody, and they were kind of debating between the rent and buying, and they were looking in Bloor West, which is a great neighborhood. And we actually ran the numbers so the budget for rent was 2,500, and we ran the numbers that if they bought a condo for 400,000 and put the minimum 20,000, so 5% down payment, what does that look like mortgage payment wise? And the payment was 1,900 bucks. So I mean, $1,900 a month plus you're looking at a condo fee, property taxes, and then your principal pay down, you're really where that rental income would have been anyway and
Hmm.
paying. So opportunity is definitely there if somebody is able to with the down payment.
Right. So 20,000 on a 400,000 kind of a purchase
Yes.
price that it's not it's within the realm for most people. And you're
Yep.
looking at like a one bedroom, one bath, not necessarily in Bloor West, but
Right.
I was able to help a client at Bayview and Shepherd for under 400,000. And that
Wow.
was a pretty good square footage.
That was a great, I helped that client as well, and that was a great property for her to purchase.
Right. And you're looking at a first time buyer, so there are rebates on the
Land trade.
land transfer taxes that you could apply for.
Yes, and I think one thing people always forget is yes, land transfer tax is strictly your first time purchasing, but when it comes to first time home buyer, the definition has actually changed for things like being able to do a 30-year amortization when you're putting less than 20% down payment. So first time home buyer could now be someone who has owned a property before, but has not actually resided in that property for the last 4 calendar years, or someone who's gone through a marital breakdown. So if you've gone through a marital breakdown and you're thinking about buying, that 25-year amortization is maybe just not enough to get you qualified. Know that you can actually go to a 30-year amortization to help with your qualification and also keeping that payment more affordable to you.
Right, right. And again, these are like they're starter condos. What I consider a starter home is a condo. You can get like 500 to 600, sometimes even 700 square feet, and have that as your, move up property. So in five
Yeah.
years, you will have built up your equity. You will have built up, we'll see prices go a little bit higher. We're looking at I believe 4 years before the condo market starts to rebound. Um,
Yeah.
and that is not going to be an overnight thing. That is going to be something that is, it will take a while because it took us a while to get here, right?
Yes, I totally agree. And then, sorry if you hear the horn, it's garbage day and the car's blocking everybody on our street right now. Typical Toronto. Um, Also, too, property stacking. If you're getting into an entry level condo right now, and it's a great time to be building some equity that in a couple of years, maybe you don't even have to sell it. You can keep it as a rental property when doing that move up buy, but just take your equity out of that property for your down payment on the new one.
Right. You need to know how to parlay that. And that's why Amanda's here. That's why I'm here to help you move up in that property.
Absolutely. I totally agree.
Okay. So, um, 6 weeks, Bank of Canada comes out again.
Yep,
We're
in
looking at,
September.
sorry?
In September, which will be here before we know it,
Right.
sadly.
Don't remind me. So we're looking at kind of like the same for barring something huge. I think the same principle will
Stability.
apply for this past Wednesday to the next for the rest of the year actually for
Yes,
Bank of Canada.
I do agree. I think stability will be the theme of 2026 when it comes to Bank of Canada.
Again, we don't know. We're just speculating, but all roads are pointing that way. Again, barring something huge happening, we could get an agreement, with the US in the next couple of weeks, and it would be a benefit for us. Let's
Yeah,
hope. And they could end the war in Iran. So
yeah. Only time will tell on that one.
right. And yeah, I think that's what we're looking at for the rest of the year, but we'll be back in September and after the announcement and we can dissect it from there.
Sounds great. Well, I'm looking forward to it, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your summer, Charlene.
Thank you, Amanda. You as well.
Thanks.